That's my baby. I'm dying. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored. They did it.
Left.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, fam, what is up? We are back for another episode, another special of our Athlete Spotlight. I'm your host, Stephen Rochelle, being joined by the one, the only UFC Middleweight Mr. Smiling Sam Alvey. Sam, how are we doing this afternoon, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, especially now that I get to talk to you.
Hey, I love it. We get to catch up finally. You know, it's been some time since me and you caught up. I know we got our wires crossed last time, so we knew it was just a matter of time before me and you ironed it out and we got you back on here.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. But real quick before we get into it, this episode is brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy. And he's our doc now. Let's make him your doc, Dr. Paul Vidal. That's Specialized Physical LLC, 2 locations in Burlington and Cherry Hill. Make them yours, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. And today, our poll question. We got Mr. Sam Alvey here, so let's ask the fans what they think. Will Sam Alvey stop Julian Marquez? Agree to disagree? This guy hasn't been stopped before. It's been a few years since Sam's been able to get one of those on. I think it's been what 2-3 years now, brother.
Yeah, something like that. It's too long.
And you're doing a lot, man. When I got to ask you too, when some of these axes were falling, were you sweating a little bit, man? Because it's been a rough go for you the last few runs.
They talked. I actually signed a contract before the axes started falling.
Oh, so you're good. You're good.
So, had I not signed the contract, and I was surprised to get the contract, but they gave me one more shot, and they kind of saw that. Shoot, of my last 5 fights, 3 of them were terrible decisions, and 2 of them were judge assisted or ref assisted.
Hey man, you know how it goes in MMA. Anything can fucking happen. Yeah, I mean, we see it all the time. I mean, look what just happened with Jan and Aljamain, and now everyone's trying to make Aljamain out to be the bad guy. Like, wait, what? What happened?
Man, I've been defending him since day one. I mean, the dude poked the back of his that was the knee. He got kneed in the head. Aljamain is the legit champion, and everyone needs to lay off him.
I mean, obviously, they'll have to run it back, and we'll see what's up and how things play out in that. But like, as for the moment, like, listen, we had to go and accept it back in the day. What was it when Vitor became the champion, when he poked Randy and like his eyelid was basically done. He was a champion. We had to accept that way back in those days too. I mean, like no one liked it. It wasn't fair. Things happen. It's combat sports.
Yeah. Shoot, Matt Hughes. He became the champion after getting choked out. Just nobody realized it until a few minutes later.
Hey, listen, the craziest things happen in the sport sometimes, and you as the athletes, you guys got to roll with it for the most part. That's kind of the rough part of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And obviously, you got a fun matchup here, and everything's even more crazier because you just lost Till, so you guys don't even know who's the other side of the headliner, correct?
Yeah, I was looking forward to that fight so much. I mean, that was like my number one fight of what I was looking forward to is Till versus Vettori. Because I didn't know who was going to win. I've trained with Vettori. Vettori's a stud, and we've all seen, Till, he's fought for championships twice, I think. And he's amazing. I was so excited for that fight. Hope he heals. Hope all that happens. But,
we definitely got to run that back for sure. For sure, we got to run that back. I mean, listen, it's how it goes in the sport sometimes, where injuries prevent things happen. I mean, look, it prevented Tony and Khabib forever.
Right. The MMA gods did not want that fight to happen.
Yep. Zeus took his bolt down and just kept busting out injuries. Like, nope, you guys can't do this. You can't do this. Yeah. And now we really won't ever see it.
Yeah.
Because he won't ever come out of retirement for Tony Ferguson, Khabib.
I don't think he's ever going to come out of retirement anyways. The dude's loaded. He's got more money than he'll ever need. Why bother with a weight cut? Why bother with the camp? It's hard work, and if the drive's not there, I don't blame you for not doing it.
And like the people also tend to forget what that a father-son bond like that when it's broken, like it's gonna take something significant for him to kind of come back to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the famous, what was it, Michael Jordan, Brett Favre, they went out and had the greatest, game of their life after their father died. Tiger Woods went on like a 10-year slump. So it depends on the person, but if Khabib feels it's just not there, then don't be there. You've made your impact. You're one of the GOATs. Yeah.
That's a fun argument too. Like where does he rank for you, brother?
Number 3 on my GOAT list. GSP's number 1. I've got Mighty Mouse number 2, and then Khabib number 3.
Mighty Mouse number 2. He's highly underrated. Highly underrated. I mean,
he fought studs, but he made them look like amateurs. I mean, he did. He arguably won twice against Cejudo, Triple C. Definitely won the first one. The second one was close. And he just made great fighters look like amateurs.
Yeah, and speaking of great fighters, the rumor is Anderson Silva's gonna be lacing up the boxing gloves now. What do you think about that, man? He's one of these guys who loves to entertain. He's always has the competitive spirit in it. What do you think about that one?
I hope it's an entertaining fight. I don't think he's got a good style for boxing, especially being retired. But I'll tune in. I loved it. Anderson Silva was the most fun to watch of any UFC star.
Yeah, because wins or losses, you were just left in awestruck. He was a performer, no matter what. He was the true consummate professional, at least in that aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely was.
I mean, you go back and you can just name fight after fight. The Vitor knockout was amazing. What he did to Forrest Griffin. I was there for that fight. I did not believe that was an actual knockout until I got home and watched it because I was like, no. And then you finally see the look on Forrest's face, like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, he went up a weight class, short notice fight against Forrest Griffin, who was coming off his title loss. So close to the top, and with a walking backwards jab. It's one of my favorite knockouts of all UFC-dom.
Oh, that one. That's one of your favorites.
It is. I love that one. It is such
how's it not? I got to ask you, then how is it not Hendo and Bisping? How's it not?
I said one of my favorite knockouts.
I mean, dude, like literally that one's like literally, I don't know how, I can never take that out of my mind. I don't know if it's because of the build up, because of everything that happened that season and everything with Bisping and Dan, or was it just the fact that you go back and they edit the end of that clip, you never see that clip anymore, has to be the reason why it has to be number 1, right?
Yeah, it is such a cool knockout, and then that extra little bonus shot is just beautiful. I didn't know they edited it. Maybe
oh yeah, dude! I went and bought it I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Just like I need to have this. I need to always have this. It needs to be here. And I went to go show somebody. And I was like, wait, they cut it out.
And it was probably because Bisping became champ. They had to make him look a little better. They didn't want that out there. Maybe that was.
If that's the case, then they need to erase the entire freaking season of Ultimate Fighter, because that makes him look even worse.
Yes, yeah.
Like regardless of the knockout, that was probably like his hardest thing to overcome with a lot of your hardcore fans, which is he was so off-putting that season. It was just hard for him to overcome. A lot of people were just really rubbed off by him. He almost became the heel at that point in time.
Yeah. Then he fought Matt Hamill. And he lost that fight. If it was anywhere, but I think they fought in Manchester. Anywhere in Manchester, he loses that fight to Matt Hamill.
Matt Hamill has been kind of locked into some weird fights too, like the John Jones thing, like he gets the win there with, but because he freaking dislocated his shoulder when he posted up and John took him down.
Yeah.
The craziest things happen in the sport sometimes.
Oh, it's why you love it. That's why you love it.
And I got to ask you now, like a lot of things are evolving and changing now. Like we're seeing the Reebok deals kind of ushering out, and you're getting Venom gear. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I think I'm the first fight that gets Venom gear. I don't know anything about the deal. I assume I'm going to make about as much as I did with Reebok. I liked Reebok well enough. I thought it really did make the sport look more professional. But I'm interested in seeing what this Venom deal does. Seeing what I get, what kind of goodies come in the bag.
Oh yeah, I think that the probably the other coolest thing is like when you really think about it, when you look at how much like we talk about like crazy things happen at MMA and how much has changed over the last like 15, 20 years. How many broadcasting partners the UFC has been through now? Here you're going to be on ABC2, you know.
Yeah.
So like we've gone from like Fuel TV, Spike TV, you know Fox, ESPN, and now here we are on ABC Sports. For all intents and purposes.
Yeah, man, I don't know how you can get bigger. I don't know what station. I'm hoping UFC does real well with ABC because that's about as big a platform as we can get.
Yeah, and then everyone, like, obviously, you're always gonna have the pay-per-views, but it's always good to have more access to it. Like, not everyone wants to go and buy ESPN Plus or pays for that package. ABC is kind of something that comes with your general TV packages for people who are struggling because obviously everyone is still going through with everything that's going on with COVID at the end of the day.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a good free fight. It was about the best main event you could have had. But now I'm interested in seeing. I heard Kevin Holland is going to step up.
Yeah, he literally like I guess when they made the announcement Till was out and I guess everyone was making their announcements and it was like, oh, it's off. He's like, wait, I said a bout agreement this morning. I'm good to go. Let's do this. I mean, that's one of the beauties of that does actually come from social media is when things like that happen and fighters are on weight and free of injury and stuff like that. You can step up and make things happen. Where if we're talking about the early ages of MMA, that fight was dead.
Yeah. There weren't enough people, but now it really is nice. You've got so many talented fighters up and down the roster that people can step in on a short notice fight like that.
And you're one of these vets now, man. You're getting up there, 34. You're going in there against these Lions, and Marquez obviously is your opponent here. Are you becoming the guy they kind of always give these young Lions to?
It would sure look like that, man. I am a little happy that Marquez is coming off of. Well, I get he won his last one after 14 minutes of getting beat up. Before that, he lost, and then before that was another tough fight. So it's nice that he got a loss somewhere in there. My last three opponents hadn't lost in like 6 years or something. So I think it's a great matchup. I love the matchup. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Marquez doesn't have a boring fight, and I think it's a great fight for my style. I'm really looking forward to knocking him out.
All right, so that's what you're looking for. You're looking like the knockout. You're not seeing a submission. Is that how this plays out? I mean, obviously, when you guys look at these fights, you kind of always kind of like envision how the fight plays out in your mind. But I guess that's how you see it ended. Punches.
Nobody ever wants just somebody to say, "Oh, I'm going to submit him." Nobody cares about that. They all want it. They all want to hear, "I'm going to knock him out." So I'm going to knock him out.
Well, I guess Sam is telling you he agrees to poll. He is going to stop Marquez. He is going to agree to our poll.
I'm agreeing.
Yeah, I love it, man. I think it's a fun fight. He's a tough kid, but yeah, it's another one like he's kind of in this situation where he hasn't grown really. Like he hasn't found that where he's starting to improve and develop his game. He's kind of in all intents and purposes, he's got his tires stuck in the mud. He's not really moving forward. So, if I haven't really seen anything changing in that, I don't really see why you can't stop him.
Hey, that is the plan. I think it's a great fight. We're the first fight on ABC, so we've got to put on a show.
Yeah, you get to start off the night, and then you get to relax and watch everyone else do work too as well, right?
Yeah, then we get to go back and watch the good fights after that.
Exactly. That's the fun part. Now, outside of that, I always give you guys a chance to talk about that. I know last year you guys were doing stuff on your website, you and your wife, because obviously your smiling thing goes a lot further than just what you do in the octagon. So I
Yeah.
kind of want to. I kind of want to know, get an update on that. I know, like, you were running something last year. What are kind of the plans with it this year?
Well, we're working on coming. So I'm a foster daddy. We just adopted our first foster baby this last January, and we're still in the market. We're still fostering, doing everything we can, and so we were trying to raise awareness as best we could. We haven't come up with what we're going to do this year just yet, but when we do, it's going to be big.
I mean, obviously, I would hope you guys put something together in victory speech if you're going to be on ABC, right?
Yeah. No, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to make sure everybody knows that the foster system is hurting right now, and they
Well, I
can
mean,
use the
especially
help.
with everything that's
Help
going
them.
on now. I mean, Jesus. I mean, like
That-
we I mean, we talk about bigger things, like, where people, people are having a rough time finding jobs, losing jobs, being able to take care of bills and stuff like that. But we also lose sight on our veterans, our elderly, obviously the first one, but we also forget about, kids in need who really don't have anyone for them. And then in this time, it's really like, you've really not seen anyone want to kind of really do that, except, people who really do, have that passion to care for it. And it's awesome, where we see guys, at your level, where you're at in the UFC, kind of pushing for awareness like that. I know a lot of people were giving Chandler crap about, the UFC kind of pushing the front, what him and his family situation. It's kind of, we all do our own things to bring awareness to what is passionate to us. And like I said, it's awesome that I see you're kind of doing what you can on your side of things to kind of bring more light to that.
Yeah, well, especially with COVID, kids have not been in school. Kids that have been abused by their family are now around their family 24/7. There is no outlet for them, and no adult to see what the child is getting put through. And COVID did that. And the longer we stay locked down, the longer schools stay closed, the longer these kids are stuck with their abusive parents, the bigger the problem is going to become. So it really is. If you see something, say something. Watch out for kids, even if it's just through your window, through your mask, through your car, whatever. Watch out for kids, and we help the foster system. It is a system that's overworked, but there are so many good parents, so many good people out there trying to help help children grow up.
And then, like, you're hitting on a topic too, because me and my daughter were having a conversation this week. Like, she has a friend that's going through like an abusive situation and stuff like that. And I'm like, listen, just make sure you keep in contact, keep me in the loop of what's going on. So you don't know, like every time everyone thinks like it doesn't happen. Like it happens real close to us real often. We just don't see it. You don't know that kid who you may think is all right, but it's just kind of quiet. I mean, they're quiet because something's going on.
Right. Yeah. And without kids being in school, I mean, teachers were they were primary source of finding out or suspecting when a kid was being abused, and they haven't been in school for over a year now. There are a lot of
there's only so much you could tell from body language off of a video call too.
Yeah. Very little. And so, yeah, if you see something, say something, reach out to your fostering agencies. They always need more people to help you. Being a foster parent doesn't even mean that you have to bring in a child to your home for long term. You can do it's called respite. You can just watch a kid for overnight. A foster parent that has to go out of town, they're not allowed to take their foster children with them, and so you can become a respite. You'll just babysit for a night, and that's all it is. So something as simple as that is something everyone can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's the littlest thing can mean the most. Like, are you just thinking kind of like a similar campaign to what you were doing last year? Or are you kind of going to expand on that?
We're probably going to try and expand a little bit. We're going to try and we did real well last year with it, but we're going to try and make it even bigger.
Are you gonna kind of get trying to see if you can get more of the MMA community involved as well? I know, like obviously, you do what you can that way, but reaching out to some of the media platforms and seeing like who they can listen, who they can help out with.
We did a lot of that last year. We're going to continue with it this year. We're going to keep following the MMA stream because that's where my foot is. But we're going to try and reach out to everyone. We're going to try and get artists, singers, actors, actresses. We're going to try and get bigger and better people involved, just to try and let people know that the system needs help.
I mean, not to be a homer, like knock on the boss's door, like, hey, we got all these awesome investors involved. At least let me sit down and get 5 minutes. That's all I need.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Dana White, please give me your Instagram for 10 minutes.
Exactly. That's all I need. Just give me your phone for 10 minutes. That's all I need, my friend. And he's another one, man. Like I gave him a lot of stuff because some things I think he can do a better job of controlling and things like that. But you think it's fair? So like how much flack he gets from the people outside of the MMA community and I guess some of the dredges of the trolls of social media that we get.
Hey, we all know. All of us know. We all get trolls. I got a message the other day. Saying I literally hope you effing die, and that was the message out of some guy. Yeah, but at the end,
that took a lot of thought. Oh, dude, we've been dealing with it over here too. Apparently, I had this guy. He was posted up in my group, and I make this thing listen, if you're gonna post personal content, I just need you to interact with the members in the group outside of your content. That's all I need you to do. Yeah. And then this guy just started going his tirade. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I just removed him from the group. Then he hops in my DM and he's like, oh, I seen you in your crappy shows. You only have D-list guests. Nothing to write home about. I'm like, okay, buddy, relax.
Hey, you're at least the C-list guest.
But I mean that's the point though. Like he was literally but his post wasn't content. He was literally like dredging the pits of this group that I have for somebody to go and do shows on his network.
Yeah, you gotta remember, if they're hating on you, they're still talking with you. They're watching.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Our main man Tommy's been in jail, Facebook jail a few times this week just for voicing his opinion, and people got everyone's got something to say now. Now Tom's apparently they were equating to what he was saying to now anyone that's familiar with Eagles football, there's this kid Giovanni who's really attached to our team. He's probably had more surgeries than you've had fights. That's the
okay.
I mean it's crazy like that
yeah,
and like somebody was equating to what he was saying to attacking this kid in a post today, and I was like, are we really here? This is where we're at in 2021. It's just so crazy. Everyone gets blows things out of a proportion. We can't have any type of critical thinking and anymore. It's just always someone has to spit venom at somebody and cancel this and cancel that and that is. I don't know what I'm living in anymore, brother.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna get better. But it's beyond my pay grade. I'm gonna try to kids. I'll let you deal with the trolls.
We do our best, man. I'm with you there. We'll let you take care of the Fosters, and you can let us take care of the garbage that comes out of social media from time to time.
I like it.
And we have some fun with it when we do it. I might add, but how I typically wrap things up here, Sam. Kind of throw the floor over to you. Anyone you would like to thank, leading up into this fight. Any sponsors that you may have outside of it. Anything else you're working with outside of obviously what we're speaking with. Shoot out your social media sites, everything like that, and let people know. Website, all that fun stuff, and where to find everything you're getting involved with, brother.
If anyone wants any of my Smiling Sam gear, it's smilingsam.com, and I've got everything there. Other than that, follow me on my social media, TikTok in particular. I love TikTok. I am on that every day. I post behind the scenes stuff. I answer questions. I have a ton of fun with TikTok. So follow me there. It's at Smiling Sam.
All right. Well, I definitely got to get up with you on some Smiling Sam gear. I think we gotta trade some gear. And you're on TikTok. Oh man, I'm gonna have my kid follow you. That's funny because she was cracking me up. She was cracking me up with some of the stuff she was doing the other day. I'll let you know. I'll message you who she is so you can see the nonsense she does.
All right, that sounds great.
All right. Well, Sam, it's always a pleasure. And as always, best of skill in the upcoming fight. Sam is telling everyone he will stop it. He's agreeing to our poll today. Make sure you're following him on all his social media platforms. As always, We'll catch up with you again. I'll be in touch with you. Let's trade some A2D gear and some Smiling Sam gear, and let's give back to some people.
I love it, my man.
All right, Sam. Appreciate the time as always. You have a good one. All right, everyone. That was Smiling Sam Alvey. This was another episode of the Athlete Spotlight. Just wanted to quick let everyone know to make sure you're following, you're subscribing on all our platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, all that fun stuff. We got a lot of stuff lined up for you. I'm going to be working on some giveaways I'll be announcing over the next day or so. That's going to be involved with one of our sponsors. So make sure you guys are keeping tuned in. And like I said, I got some fun stuff lined up for you guys. Make sure you guys are tuning in later for the rest of our program. And there's going to be more interviews throughout the week. Another special spotlight before the end of the week, on top of some of the stuff that we have going on this weekend. As always, guys, I'm Steve. This was another episode of That Athlete Spotlight, and